Maher, I haven't spoken to you in a while, but I've known for God knows how long that you're a diehard Arsenal fan. You live probably closer to the ground than most Arsenal fans I know anyway. So why don't you tell us about the Arsenal kit that you're wearing and what it means to you personally?
So this right here is the 2013-14 season Arsenal kit. It was the year we signed Mesut Ozil from Real Madrid. And if you remember, the day we signed Mesut Ozil was absolute carnage in North London. Transfer deadline day, that famous moment when the news came out that we signed Ozil, and you saw people in the streets dancing, cheering, Arsenal fan TV going mad, and literally everyone went on to get this shirt. And obviously it's got the name Ozil at the back, number 11, Ozil.
Nice little turnaround there with Ozil 11.
Yeah. So Mesut Ozil was obviously a world-class player. He was iconic, and he was the first player that we signed, which was like, wow, like ever since Dennis Bergkamp, we didn't really sign anyone that was on that level. So he was the first, and it was years and years of like Arsene Wenger not spending money on quality players. We used to buy players like Denilson or Shamak and all these duds, yeah. Not Lord Bentner. Don't disrespect Lord Bentner.
No, it's like you said duds. When you said duds, I meant Bentner's literally the definition of a dud.
Listen, yeah, Bentner scored a last-minute goal against Spurs. Yeah, he's a legend. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, we signed Mesut Ozil, and it was just this like, he was just this superstar, and we thought we'd never sign someone like. And it was the same time where Spurs sold Gareth Bale to Real Madrid, and we signed Ozil. So that made it even more better. And obviously since then, he's had his ups and downs in his Arsenal career. But you know what? Like, what made me love Ozil, like rekindle that love for Ozil, and what made me want to wear this shirt even more was the fact that his political views on the Muslims in China. Ever since then, like my love for him just went. It transcended football, man. It was the fact that he was speaking out against China and the club didn't back him. It made me want to wear this shirt even more. So that's another reason why this shirt means a lot to me, because of him as a person. As for the style itself, I like the fact that it's traditional Arsenal away colours. If you go back to the 1970s, Arsenal always wore yellow and blue. Yellow shirt, blue shorts in the 70s, all going back to the 80s. And I think the Invincible year, we wore the yellow and blue as well as our away kit. So yellow and blue has always been iconic in Arsenal's history. So yeah, 2013-14, it's probably my favorite, yeah.
That's perfect. And if I remember correctly, you were in an FA Cup final as well?
Yeah, 9-year trophy. Do you know what? Yeah, the whole of my time in secondary school, we didn't win a trophy. We used to get bantered by Man United fans, Spurs fans, that you didn't win a trophy. And then that came along. It was like 9 years of just like relief after. So yeah, this was special, man. This shirt was special.
I reckon it will go down in history as one of a retro type kit as well. Like I could see that going as something that you could go on a social event. I've used this term a lot recently. Like it could be a barbecue kit. If you're having a barbecue, people come around and be like, oh yeah, nice Arsenal kit. And just move on. Mesut Ozil, we like him, that kind of thing. And especially the whole thing about him not being backed by the club and him being omitted by so many things. And Arteta didn't have the guts to kind of say it out loud and say it was literally because of the China thing, not because they were lacking his footballing reasons. I thought that was awful personally, but moving past that, I quite like the design. I remember Arteta playing it. Ramsey had an amazing season that year as well. Mesut Ozil, obviously, what a class player to have, and robbed of a Premier League title in that Leicester season. Personally, I think he deserved the Premier League title before he left.
Oh God, Giroud,
Giroud, Theo Walcott.
He could have brought that assist record as well, man. Like Giroud missed so many chances like on a play, and he could have easily brought that assist. We could have won the league as well. So, man.
But yeah, Sadiq, have you got anything to say about the kit? What would you rate that kit out of 10 for yourself? You hit to stand up for us, actually, Mahir.
Yeah.
Yeah, give us a 12.
Get the name on it as well.
I feel like I'm some sort of in a fashion show, you know.
I do Can
you see it now? Let me sit down.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That'll make a good thumbnail right there. But yeah, Sadiq, what would you give that out of 10 for yourself?
I'll actually give that 8 out of 10. I actually like that color because it reminds me of the Arsenal vote, and that yellow is so nice, that yellow. And I do remember when that kit came, and Arsenal fans were going crazy when Ozil joined. That was actually a turning point in Arsenal's transfer saga. You know, every year, even to this day, you know, everyone takes the piss saying, you know, oh, Arsene Wenger said he would have signed this player, he would have signed this player, but at least he did sign a world-class player from Real Madrid. That's an iconic, you know, signing, and I can't fault that kid really. And when it did come out, when I saw it come out and I saw Arsenal release that kit, I was thinking, wow, that's the perfect kit for that moment in their history.
Yeah, definitely. I'm happy to give that an 8 out of 10 for the player in the back, for the design, for the color scheme, and the fact that you broke your 9-year wait for a trophy as well with Mesut Ozil as a focal point that season as well. It ended up bringing in better players coming forward as well, like Alexis Sanchez, obviously, we won't mention, but you got better signings coming forward, and you kind of paid off a lot of your stadium debt as well, which made it easier for you going forward as well. But for me, 8 out of 10, exactly. Mesut Ozil, the Arsenal kit. But yeah, that was my hero's review of the 2013-2014 Arsenal away kit.